One of the massive additions to Word 2013 is Office apps. Now, just as you can download extra apps to your phones to extend their capabilities, you can now do exactly the same to the Office applications. If we go to the Insert ribbon, we'll see Apps for Office has its own little option here, and in the drop-down, it will show me any recent ones that I've used, and currently there are none, but then I click See All. Now, See All breaks into two categories. We have Featured Apps, which shows me a number of featured apps from the Microsoft.com store, and My Apps are ones that I've already seen and liked and effectively added. Now, some of the apps are free and some of them require payment. If we see in the featured ones one that we like, certainly with the little tag free, that sounds good. Like these dictionaries, there's a German one, a Spanish one, an English dictionary, Dictionary Merriam, Bing Image Search, free legal forms, all free, and they're the editor's picks. Or we can go to recently added to see new ones. And then further than that, you would need to do a search. So we could search for apps online. Perhaps we know of an app that exists, or perhaps we're looking for a type of app. Perhaps we're looking for some kind of research app to try and find some more information. So type the word research. We're then taken to the Office.com store, and it will show me apps that match my requirements. So the Bing Dictionary, Vertex Fortitude Template Gallery, Search the Web, Arabic Authoring Services. Most are free, but there is one there for 99p. Now, if I find an app that I like, and I'm not keen on any of those, but in Word, in the recommended list, I did see one that I wanted, so featured apps, and it was this German dictionary. I do quite like the look of that, so I click Add, and that app is then added to my list of apps and loads into the Word document. So when I look in Apps for Office, See All, My Apps now include the Deutsche Wörterbuch Dictionary. So how do we use this app? Well, it says select a word to look up. So all I need now is a German word. What about Flug? I then highlight the word, and the word is looked up. Flug. Substantive. Reise mit einem Transportmittel in der Luft. So air transport. Some kind of flying machine. So this German dictionary looks up German words and gives you the definition in German. The same as the French dictionary would. So if I close this particular app, go to my apps for Office, we can see the German one is listed as a recent used one. And in my apps, I can make use of the French dictionary. So I choose it and then insert, and it loads again to this right-hand panel. But a German word is not going to be much use there. So let's look up a French word of gare. It looks up gare and tells me effectively that it's a train station or go to the train station. Very easy to use, quite helpful little apps if obviously they meet the purpose. Now if we go back to Apps for Office, See All, and then Featured Apps, and we're looking for a research tool of some kind, we put the word research and search. This will then load the Office.com search panel and show me all the research tools. Now there is one for 99p. Search for the Web is a nice free one. So we click. We can then read information about Search the Web, details, reviews, requirements, and then we can choose to add. At that stage, you'll need to log in with your Windows Live ID. Continue to add this to your account. And then it runs through how you actually install it in either Word, Excel, PowerPoint, or Project. Well, we don't need those instructions, so we can close the browser, come back to Apps for Office, See All, and because I've now added that to my apps list, on my apps, I will see Search the Web. So I click and insert, and that loads on the right. Now this app is going to give me the ability to search the web from within Word without having to go out to a search engine. Now I can do this by either entering text directly into here or having some information here. So if I had Mount Etna and I highlighted it, you can see that then that puts this over here and then search. And I get to find Mount Etna on Wikipedia, video of Mount Etna, global volcanism program Etna. That looks interesting. So I then click. We could then highlight the text that we would wish, come back to our Word document and paste that in. So that's the Search the Web application. So all these apps for Office are accessible through the little drop down, See All. Featured apps show the ones that are featured by Microsoft, but you can search for others. There may be one in particular you're after. Once you've installed them, they then sit in My Apps on your machine for you to then use over and over and over again. Now, should there be an app on here that you no longer wish to have, then you click Manage My Apps, and that will take you back into your Office.com account, obviously needing to log in if you're not already logged in, where you will be able to remove apps from your app list. You can see here a number of apps are listed, and I don't really want this eFax one anymore, so we'll hide that one. Britannica Researcher can go, and the Avery templates can go. These apps are now hidden and can't be used, and here's how to remove them from your apps list. So you click the instructions, and you can see all we simply need to do is refresh. So if we go back to Word and look at our apps list, See All, My Apps here, and refresh, this will then only show me the apps that I'm interested in, having removed the others from my apps list at the Office.com website.